So today I'm going to be talking about secure network aggregation, and this is a joint work with Raghav Bhaskar from the Life Office of Bangalore and Siddharth, who is a student at IIT. So this is going to be a theoretical talk, so might not be as interesting as the previous one. So there are three terms here: secure network aggregation. I'm going to go through all these terms. Okay. So let's start by looking at the term network. Okay, so let me put things into context and tell you what I mean by network, what kind of network I'm going to be talking about, and why I'm going to be interested in these things. Okay. So what I'm going to be talking about is these wireless sensor networks, or mobile networks. Okay. Now, what this basically is that there's a network of these sensor nodes which are very cheap. And what they have is some bit of computation power, some sensing capability, some radio for transmission reception, and a very small amount of power. Okay? And what they do is they sense some environmental parameters and then try to aggregate information. Now, people have been starting to use these sensor networks in a lot of application domains. For example, people have started using it to make smart offices and homes. With, for example, temperature regulation. They have been using it in health monitors, industrial agricultural applications, traffic monitoring, and even military tracking. And so they're getting very, very popular, and that's why. We need to understand what the basic issues are in these sensor networks. Okay. So at a fundamental level, what we want from a sensor network is these aggregations. The sensor node basically tries to sense some environmental parameters, and they try to send this information, these readings, over the network, and then try to aggregate information. Okay. So some few examples of aggregate information would be just take its sum, or just compute the mean, or compute the minimum, maximum, the third, or some other statistical parameters. So what we will be talking about today is just the sum. Okay? So all these are sensor nodes. They have certain readings, and they send their readings through the network. And what you want at the end is the sum of all the readings. So this is what we are talking about. Okay. So for example, if these are the readings, then what a typical sensor network would do is all these nodes, for example, node 1 send 1 to node 3, and so on and so forth. And all these nodes keep just concatenating all the information it has, and keep sending it through the network, and finally it gets aggregated at node 9. Okay, so this is one kind of aggregation you could do. Another way you could do aggregation is node 3 does not concatenate M1, M2, and M3, but just take the sum. Because we are interested in getting the sum at the end, why does node 3 need to just concatenate and send it to node 9? So just take the sum right there and send the sum to node 9. Okay? So you can also do aggregation with this manner. Okay. So that leads us to the main issue in these sensor networks. Okay, so before going into the main issue, let me not talk about the security aspect of aggregation. So note that, okay, so all these nodes are sending some reading. Okay? So, but there's no guarantee that some of the nodes is not compromised. Okay? Or there's no guarantee that, okay, node 1 is talking to node 2, but there is an eavesdropper in the middle who can change the reading in the middle. Okay? And the whole aggregation is bad. Okay? You get the wrong output. And we need secure aggregation. Because sensor networks are new, it will not have consumer consumption if the privacy issues are not addressed properly. Okay, this is general reason. The most strong reason for secure aggregation is that sensor networks are many times deployed in very sensitive areas. For example, a hacked medical sensor network is going to be a disaster. We definitely don't want that. So we definitely need some kind of security for these aggregation systems. So now this leads us to what are the security properties that we are interested in these specific kind of networks and this aggregation in this network. So the two security properties that are desirable are privacy and authenticity. So privacy basically says that none of the sensor nodes get to know the reading of other sensors. Okay. Aggregation is happening. At the end, we do get the sum, we do get the aggregate, but none of the sensor nodes knows what the reading of the other sensor nodes. Okay. So the reading of each of the sensor nodes are private, and that is what privacy means in this context. Authenticity means that the aggregate information is authenticated. Okay? So if there is an eavesdropper that tampers any information going through that network, then it is going to be detected and that aggregate is going to be thrown away. Okay? So if there is some malicious activity, it has to be detected and things have to be restarted. Okay. So now, what are the threats in these sentiments? The threats could be divided into basically two kind of threat models. So first, I call the insider security, where some of the sensor nodes are compromised. So there is an adversary sitting as a sensor node. Okay, that means that if you are talking about some secure protocols, then this sensor node has all the secret keys, and it can use those secret keys to play with the information that is floating in the sensor network. Okay. So another kind of threat model is outsider security. What this basically means that all the nodes are not compromised, all the nodes are safe, but an adversary could tamper the information that is being sent from one node to the other. Okay. So that means in this case, the adversary does not have access to the secret key. Okay. So what I'm going to be talking about today is secure aggregation in sensor networks. Specifically, I'll be talking about the sum function, okay, and I'll be talking about outsider security. Okay. So I'll be talking about sum, and I'll be talking about the outsider security. So let's see how we can achieve that. So a very easy solution, which everyone can figure out immediately, is why not just use these message authentication codes, okay, to aggregate information. Okay, so okay, so I'll be talking about message authentication code, but let me give you the easy solution, or very brief. So we have these message authentication codes, which what it does is when given a message, it creates a very short tag with a secret key. Okay, and it has the property that a person who does not have a secret key is not going to be able to come up with another message at the same time. Okay? It cannot change some of the message, any of the message, without being detected. So suppose we have these message authentication codes, okay? And these are the secret keys, K1 until K9 are the secret keys associated with each of the nodes. Then what we could do is all these nodes basically send the message M1, it's reading N, with the tag to the next node. Okay? And they keep concatenating everything, every information. And finally, there's a trusted verifier which just aggregates the message, okay, and checks that no tampering has been done. Okay? So it's basically a trivial solution. So you keep concatenating and sending it to the trusted verifier, which computes the aggregate. Okay. Now the problem with this kind of solution is that there is a huge amount of information, huge amount of bits that are floating in the sensor network, and that is bad. We don't want that. Now, this brings us to a central issue in sensor networks and why you have to look at things differently for sensor networks compared to regular networks. Okay, for a regular network, previous solution is going to work. Now, for sensor networks, the main constraint is that these sensor nodes are power constrained. Okay? They may have a limited amount of battery power, or they may be able to harvest a very limited amount, very small amount of power. Okay? And more transmitted bits means that in the sensor node there is more power being invested in the whole aggregation process. Okay? So what we would ideally like to do in these networks is to minimize the bits that are transmitted by all of them. And hence minimize the power usage of the node. Okay. So we definitely need a metric for evaluating the power used by the aggregation process. So this metric is called congestion, which basically says, which is basically the number of messages transmitted by maximum number of messages being transmitted by a node in the system. And clearly the goal is to have authenticated aggregation in the outside model with minimum amount of congestion. Okay? So the previous solution, so if we look at, okay, we already talked about that in this case. Okay, so the previous solution where everybody is just sending everything, the amount of congestion is very low. It is proportional to the number of nodes in the sensor network. Okay? So note that this node 9 sends basically 9 messages to the trusted verifier. Okay? So there's a huge amount of congestion. We definitely don't want it. Okay, so what if we could do something more clever? Okay? So what if we could do, so these nodes are generating these tags. Okay? So what if node 3 could take the sum, but it could also take the sum of the tags, and then send the sum of the messages and sum of the tags to the next one. Okay, and finally the trusted verifier somehow is able to authenticate the aggregate sum at the end by using some of the messages and the sum of the tags. Okay. So that would be great, because there the congestion is going to be just 1. So because every node is just sending one message. The size of the message increases a bit, but it's not. Okay. So let me talk about the related work in this area, general area of secure applications as a network. So there are basically two main lines of work. Hu and Evans talk about authenticated aggregation with single compromise node. And then there's work by Adrian and some of the stories, where they talk about multiple round protocols for authenticated aggregation with multiple compromise nodes. So they are talking about, in some sense, they are talking about insider security, where some of the nodes are compromised. Okay? But what they have is a little bit more complicated solution. There are multiple round protocols. What we want, since our problem is a bit simpler than insider model, we want a very simple solution. We basically want a single round protocol and a very simple solution. Okay? And that's what I'm going to talk about. Okay, so what we have is a very simple protocol. So we call it the SNA protocol. It's a session-based protocol, so every time the verifier wishes to run a new aggregate, it initiates a new round of protocol. So the protocol has 4 algorithms. So setup is basically the verifier generates these N keys, secret keys, and sends it to all the N sensor nodes. The second is init, where a new session key K is generated by the verifier and sent to security to all the nodes. Third is S aggregate. Now given this session key K and the current aggregate N, a node adds its reading to the current aggregate. Okay? And and computes the new aggregate. I'm going to be talking about this in detail. And verify is an algorithm where the verifier checks the aggregate message and the aggregate text. Okay. So the verifier, if some tampering has taken place, then it is going to be able to detect. Okay. So what does the aggregate method do? So the aggregate method is this. So you have M1 and M2. Okay. Now the node 1 sends the message M1, and it sends the following code. It multiplies the session key with M1 and adds a pseudo-random function value taken on the session. Okay. So what it is basically doing is it's multiplying k with the radio, the session key with the radio, and adding something that looks random to a person who does not have the secret. Okay, so the open questions here are, okay, we have a very nice and simple protocol for secure aggregation in the outsider model. But the main challenge is to come up with a very simple protocol for inside, in the insider model. Some of the nodes are malicious. What can we do? Is it even possible to aggregate information? What do you have to do? What changes do you have to do? We talk about taking aggregate of ranges, so there are a lot of interesting questions here. So ideally, you would want to come up with a single round authenticated aggregation when some nodes are compromised. So there are lots of questions. How do we even formalize this kind of question?